Now, WGEM Sports Extra with Sports Director Tony Cornish Jr.
Thanks so much for joining us on this third Football Friday night of September. My, where's the time going? As always, we're happy. No, we're delighted to have you on board. We won't dally tonight. We'll start off this evening with a trip north to the Hawkeye State, Lee County to be precise. That's where Keokuk and Fort Madison, yeah, they were in action. 2-1 squads. Both of them were both hungry to lock up that third victory of the season in this rivalry showdown. For the Bloodhounds, it was also senior night, as WGM's Garrett Tias found out firsthand this evening. Garrett?
Thanks, Tony. Yes, sir, Tony. Always a special and emotional night for high school student athletes and their families. And that was certainly true this evening at Fort Madison. And it was also the Bloodhound homecoming game. 14 seniors are part of that Fort Madison football program this season, and they were honored this evening along with their families. Brock Califf right there, but after the ceremonies, here comes the Bloodhounds. Fort Madison made a change at quarterback this one, starting junior Lance Williams. Here was his first pass of the game to Will Larson, but Will Larson would be smothered by the Chiefs' defense, and that was the theme for this one, defense. After Fort Madison's punt, the Chiefs started at their own 3-yard line, and quarterback Corey Skinner would keep one, and Skinner would get it to the outside, get a cut, and get a block, and he would get dragged down for the first down. And the Chiefs really started to try to get Skinner going late in this one. Later in the drive, Chiefs faked the handoff. Skinner trying to keep it again, but this time he was met with the entire Bloodhound D-line, and Skinner is dropped for a loss of yards. Fort Madison trying to make a good stand here. A couple plays later, Skinner looking to show off the arm as well. He throws one deep to the end zone. The receiver's wide open, but he can't come up with it. Fort Madison catching a break there, and like I said, it was defense early. Fort Madison went into half up 7-0. And the second half was a different story as the offense started rolling. Fort Madison would win at home on homecoming senior night over rival Keokuk by the score of 21-14. Over to Central Lee as they would host Davis County. Central Lee up 7-0 in the first quarter here. And they would stop Davis County the first 2 times on the 3rd and goal here, but they would hand it to Calvin McCall, and we would bulldoze his way into the end zone for a touchdown. However, they would miss the extra point, and so Central Lee would keep that 7-6 lead. First play of the next drive for Central Lee, Mason Shaw under center. He throws it over. This one's tipped a couple times, and then is intercepted by Dawson Towson for the Mustangs, and they would just get it going here after the interception for Davis County. They're back on the goal line, but Central Lee would stop them and then get a block here on the field goal, so they would keep the lead. And here we go, Shaw looking under center again. He would fade the pocket and look in, and then the big man would get the interception, and the Mustangs would get the ball right back, and that was the start of the second quarter. And after a little bit, they would stop him again on the goal line, 3rd and goal here, and they would give it back to McCall, and McCall wouldn't be touched. He would get his second touchdown of the night, and they would go on to beat Central Lee by the score of 33-14. Tony, a very busy and exciting night on the Prep Gridiron in Southeast Iowa. Back to you.
No doubt about that. Thanks a lot, Garrett. Now, the action should heat up even more next week as we reach the midpoint mark of the regular season in the state of Iowa. Let's move on now. In Shelbyville, head coach Seth Bass and the second-ranked Raiders of North Shelby were hosting the new kids on the block, if you will, as it pertains to 8-man football. That is, yeah, the 1-2 Schuyler County Rams were on the schedule this evening for NSHS. Coach Bass indicated in our briefing earlier this week that the Raiders would have to protect the football against the Rams as well as keep their focus on the gridiron in this one. Focus, Coach? Meanwhile, North Shelby marching band bringing the energy as well to the ball game tonight. So too with the players on the sideline. We start our first quarter action. Raiders up 8-zip, and it's 4th down for Schuyler County with North Shelby junior Kyle Smith and Luke Schwanke get in the backfield and make the big stop there. Raiders take over on downs. On offense now, junior quarterback Cale Stoneburner takes the snap and takes it himself for the big gain and the first down. Nice run. North Shelby faithful loving the effort. Later in the drive, 3rd and 6 on the 34-yard line when Stoneburger hands it off to junior Justin Lunsford, who takes it all the way in. Watch 21 go. He's in there for a quick 6. Big plays for North Shelby early. That's their mantra, isn't it? They'll convert on the 2-point conversion, and your final after 4 when it's all said and done. Raiders win big, and I mean big at home, 80-8. Yes, Matilda, that is the final score over the Rams of Schuyler County. Second-ranked North Shelby now a perfect 4-0 on the season. Coach Bass, I see you smiling. Meanwhile, 2 3-0 squads were in the Clarence Cannon spotlight this evening in Monroe City as Centralia came rolling into town looking to take down MCHS. Kids on hand at Langford Field looking to enjoy this football Friday night action. Coach David Kirby in the huddle motivating his troops for this CCC showdown. Fast forward to the third quarter, Monroe City trailing 6-zip, and on defense, senior Cannon O'Brien. Yeah, he stuffs it in the run attempt there, bringing the Centralia running back down. Later in the drive, Panthers still on defense, and it's sophomore Keaton Pennywell who comes up with a big hit on the Centralia short pass completion. Centralia drive would eventually stall out, and MC would take over now on offense. Panthers would work that running game with handoffs to senior Kelson Painter, who got that positive gainer. Coach Kirby going to the ground and pound. I don't blame you, Coach, with Painter and Pennywell. However, the Panthers would end their drive here with scores in your final after 4 when it's all said and done in this one. Tough night for Monroe City. They get shut out at home by Centralia. 18-0 is your final. Now, in a scouting report breakdown with Clark County head coach Ethan Allen this week, Allen indicated that he was preparing the Indians for a hard battle against the 0-3 Cardinals of South Shelby. Allen liked the Cards' mix of talent that he felt would force his squad to defend the whole field this evening. Now, on offense, he felt that the Indians had to be ready for anything, as they also took care of the pigskin in this CCC meeting of the minds, if you will. The Indians of Clark County getting ready to take the field, all pumped up, hosting South Shelby. First quarter action we go. South Shelby driving. Trey Countryman at quarterback drops back and airs it out to Philip Dodd, who hauls it in and picks up the 34-yard first down. Nice catch for the Cardinals. Same drive here. Cardinals going for it on 4th down at Clark County. Shane Lindsay comes up with a big wrap-up. It's all about that D. Yeah, that's a nice sack to get the ball back for Clark County after the turnover there. Clark County's Sam Wheeler is going to keep the ball here himself. Cuts up the middle. Can't be brought down. Wheeler with the 12-yard touchdown run. Indians up 6-0 after the first quarter. Indian fans loving the effort. Now on the ensuing kickoff. Watch this play after the touchdown. South Shelby's Wyatt Owens will come up with the catch here. He tries to take it downfield, and he will be stripped. And Clark County Sam Wheeler will dive on the pigskin, cover it up to get the Indians the ball back quickly. Clark County fans, yeah, they're giving high fives and celebrating after that turnover. Clark County marching here. Check out Wheeler as he hands the ball off to Mr. Webster. Yeah, Justin, you know who I'm talking about. Trucks right up the middle for the short yardage touchdown. That's big man yardage right there, putting Clark County up 13-0. Indians led 34-0 at the halftime break and 42-0 at the end of 3. Your final after 4 when it's all said and done. Clark County, no problems tonight as they win big in that ball game. Tell you what, Clark County looking good. Meanwhile, Hannibal, 56-19, winners over Fulton tonight. Big win for the Pirates on the road. Meanwhile, another game's Palmyra, 24-6, winners over Brookfield. That's a big win for the Panthers. Highland, meanwhile, on the road against Scotland County, 32-26 winners. Yeah, Scotland County losing tonight. Paris, meanwhile, gave Knox County a battle. They fall 26-18. Paris giving it all they had, but Knox County too strong tonight. Bowling Green, are they getting ready for homecoming or what? Coach Shin, I see you smiling down there at BG. 54-0 winners tonight. Bobcats rolling by Wright City. Yeah, they're getting the job done. They're 2-2 on the season. Mark Twain, watch out. Homecoming. Bowling Green will be ready to rock and roll. Louisiana, meanwhile, losing against Clopton-Ellsbury. 27-6 was that final. Again, Mark Twain in Missouri Military Academy. That's coming up on Saturday. That's a 3 o'clock game. Fans, if you're planning to go, be careful. They have some tough restrictions on campus. I think it's going to be closed to fans. So 3 o'clock, Mark Twain in action tomorrow. After we say goodnight on the TV side here at WGEM, our football Friday night coverage, it does roll on, both online and on the radio as well. Fifth quarter show host Ryan Moma standing by with more details. Ryan?
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. We got so much coming your way over on the fifth quarter on News Talk 105 WGEM. I'll be running through all the scores that you may have missed that you just ran through. We'll be doing the same exact thing coming up on that fifth quarter show. The big game that stood out to me there, Tony, was, of course, Highland getting that big win as they continue to roll. They, of course, beat Scotland County tonight. We're actually going to talk with their head football coach, David DeGarmo, coming up on the fifth quarter. So definitely come in and tune in to us over on News Talk 105 WGEM. Tony, back to you, man.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Moomer. We certainly appreciate it. We'll be listening on the radio and on our mobile devices as well. It was certainly a big night. We certainly appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to hearing from all the head coaches on the show in just a few moments. So make sure you lock and load. Also at Central Lee this today, I should say early this afternoon, 5 new members are set to be inducted, we're told, into the school's Hall of Fame. Yeah, the new class of 2020 members were announced today. Former Hawks legendary baseball coach Larry Avery is on the list of inductees. He's joined by multi-sport standout Brad Vogel from the class of 2010 as well. CLHS's 1989 grad and all-state baseball standout pitcher Brian Wells will also be inducted, along with 2-time basketball all-stater Judith Finney and class of 2000 alum Angie Fransk as well. Congratulations to all on a great honor. And in Pittsburgh this afternoon, the Cardinals win in Game 1 of the double dip against the Pirates 6-5. In Game 2, the Redbirds posted a 7-2 victory to sweep the double dip. That's big time. Remember, you can listen to Cardinals baseball all season long. Where else but News Talk 105 WGEM. You can listen this weekend as well. Don't forget, Saturday, first pitch is set for 6:05. Cubbies also beat the Twins at Wrigley tonight. 1-0 was that final. Thanks so much for joining us here on The Big Show. I'm Tony Cornish Jr. Have a great weekend. And as always, yes, have a safe night.